had Devon Marion, coach of the Oak Hill Red Devils, coming off a 8-3 season last year, Devon, and also a playoff appearance, which don't come around very often over here. Just quick reflections on the season you guys had last year.
We had a lot of great seniors last year that led the charge, and I wanted those guys to actually experience a winning season, and I set a standard here that they elevated, and they were rewarded for all their hard work. But I tell our guys now that last year is last year, and we're looking to build off last year's success, and these kids have put the work in the off season, and I think we'll be ready to roll come August. But last year is like a great foundation for what I want to build at this program.
Now, I'll tell you, you look like you could almost play. You got a nice honor this summer. You informed you were inducted into the Hall of Fame at Concord University, your alma mater, and their athletic Hall of Fame. That's a nice honor. Just talk about that honor.
Hey, that's huge. Being a Mount Hope guy and not having my true own high school, I kind of felt like without a Mount Hope High School, I may never get into a Hall of Fame. So just having my hard work as an athlete being honored is a blessing to me, and it's something that I've always wanted. You kind of think about it, but you don't really anticipate it. And they called me one day and told me I was in, so I've just been joyous ever since. But it's truly an honor and a blessing because I did like to think that I worked hard and got everything out of my God-given abilities to maximize my athleticism and become the best football player I can be. So it's truly an honor.
Now they're installing turf. Today here over at the old Central Avenue field was once Red Devil Memorial. I think the midget league uses this facility now. But you're getting turf. We talked about that when you took the job.
Yeah.
Are you surprised you got to get it so fast?
Honestly, no. I feel like it's been in the works with our board of education for years. Some things just had to fall into the right place to make it happen, and our kids deserve it. Like, they deserve to play on a nice surface, and the community deserves to walk into a nice stadium for everyone to enjoy. And our board has done a great job with organizing it, and the plans is for it to be done by our first home game in September against Princeton, and I'm just looking forward to seeing the finished product. They're currently working as I speak.
What will it mean to the program, you think, to have turf? You talked about kind of being behind the eight ball. I think every road game you guys played last year was played on turf.
Yeah.
And you guys played at home. It was the same old grass that had been growing over for the last 30 years, 40 years. But
I grew up playing on grass, so, it was just another day of football to me. But we're moving up to 4A this year, and when you go around the state and tour some of the facilities that some of the 4A schools have, you hope and wish you can get your program to that point. And like I said before, our board is doing a great job. Our admin has been doing a great job of keeping me in the loop of what's going on, and it just means a lot. It's a good stepping stone, like, as an upgrade to compete with some of these bigger 4A schools.
What do you know about this facility? You told me I think you won some Super Bowls out on this of the Central Ave field. It's out the door there, but you won some games on this field.
Yeah,
right?
I played 3 years of Little League football here, and won. It used to be called the Super Bowl back in the 90s. So I've played on this field. I know several coaches that's been over here, and a lot of talent has come through this field. I mean, I'm not an Oak Hill guy, so I don't know much about the history, but I've seen the talent that's played here and that our Little League program here has produced. And, I'm just thankful that they let us come practice while our field is getting worked on, and they've been welcoming and had open arms for us to come and use their place. So I'm just thankful.
You guys went to the 7-on-7.
Yes, sir.
Recently, and won it down at West Virginia State. So are things progressing? You hear it at the beginning of your second year. I think you were starting about this time last year.
Yeah.
Is it like night and day between what it was last year and where you're at now?
It's football, so you're still coaching and working out kinks every day. But as far as like the terminology aspect, our kids have caught on from last year, and we could just get right into rolling with things. And we picked up pretty much right where we left off, and now we can open up the playbook a little bit more because we were pretty basic last year. But we can open up the playbook more since they're used to the terminology and building a culture, man. Like, they know what I expect and what they expect from each other. So, yeah, like, I think we'll be good to go come August, but we're using this time now to get bigger and stronger when we get a chance to get in the weight room and just iron out kinks, seeing what our quarterbacks can do and can't do, and piecing together an offensive line that I think will be pretty formidable compared to last year's offensive line. And we got 8 varsity receivers fighting for 4 spots, so I think we're in a pretty good spot.
What will be 2 or 3 things you're going to look at, maybe fans can look forward to seeing? What do you want to see questions answered by the end of August, right before the first game? What are you going to be concentrating on going into fall camp?
Just playing hard, getting the kids to play hard again. And I believe last year we were down at halftime in several of our games, or right before halftime, and we found a way to win. I want to see that heart and that effort again, just to finish games, go through and finish games, and just keep the fans excited. Like, we finally bought new red jerseys for our kids. First time in years that we're getting red jerseys. We switched the helmets from black to red. So just want to keep everyone involved with our program excited and give them something to look forward to every Friday night.
Was there a reason we're going to more red?
No, I just like it.
It does look good on
Yeah, I just like the red, man. Like, purple's my favorite color, but the more I live in Oak Hill and stay around this program,
that gold and blue to the
you know, I mean, that's always somewhere deep in my soul, but red is kind of taking over my wardrobe, household, and everything. So
you have a new quarterback in.
Yes, sir.
And you have a quarterback coming back. You did lose your starter, Malachi Lewis, who was a really outstanding player.
Yeah.
Is the quarterback position one you're going to be going right up until August? Through August?
Yeah, it'll, the first 2 scrimmages will tell us a lot. We got Spring Valley first, then we go to Hurricane's supposed to come to us if our turf is done. If not, we'll go to them. So those are 2 really good tests in 4A. And, Levi knows the playbook from last year. Devon Richardson transferred to us, and he's a sponge. He's picked up everything I taught him and everything that the other coaches have taught him about our playbooks and our concepts and things, and both of them can really spin it. Like, both quarterbacks could start for half the teams in this state if they were somewhere else. But lucky for us, we have both of them, and they're pushing each other and actually helping one another learn different tricks and things like that. So, we'll see what August looks like, but my goal is always to play the best 11, so we'll see.
You had 3 guys, I think, receive offers.
Yes, sir.
Over the weekend, or
yes, sir.
I guess it was coming right out of the 7 or right around there. Just talk about having 3 guys who people deem college worthy. It's been a while probably since Oak Hill's had 3 different guys get off.
Yeah, Brandon Champion works hard in the weight room, on the field. He'll be a senior this year, and they offered him during lineman one-on-ones, and James Ludwig will be a junior this year. But, I mean, I tell everybody he has a college football body already, and I think he's still just 15 and a junior. So he still has room to grow, and Devon is one of the top quarterbacks in the state, and he made a few throws that impressed their coaches. And I've known Coach Pennington since my days at Concord. He was a receiver coach there, now the head coach of state, and it's just a blessing, man, to actually give these kids something to strive for. Going to these college 7-on-7s, putting their talent in front of college coaches. That's why I'm here. And hopefully somewhere within the next year or 2, we can not only go to D2 7-on-7s, but make our way to Morgantown and Huntington and let our kids get back in front of college scouts and things like that and showcase more talent.
All right. Hey, Devon, I appreciate the
Hey,
time on
thank you.
a warm
Thank you.
sun. It's always nice to come back over and look at the
Hey,
field. I
hey,
used to
it's
run
good.
around on this thing a lot.
Man, I became an Oak Hill guy, and this just adds to it, man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Hey, thank you.